Directed by suspense master and director of the first trilogy, Wes Craven's Scream 4 is the newest installment in the acclaimed franchise that ushered in a new wave of horror in the 1990s. My stomach is growling. In Scream 4, Sidney Prescott, Naive Campbell, now the author of a self-help book, returns to Greensboro, on the last stop of her book tour. There she reconnects with Sheriff Dewey, David Arquette, and Gail, Courtney Cox, who are now married, as well as her cousin Jill, Emma Roberts. Unfortunately, Sydney's appearance also brings about the return of Ghostface, putting Sydney, Gail, and Dewey, along with Jill, her friends, Hayden Panettiere.
I can never say her name.
Panettiere.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Her name's
Kirby. Rory Culkin, Adam Brody, and he's just a cop. That's not a friend.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't really their friend.
No.
Oh, wait. Or am I confusing the cop with the boyfriend?
No, Adam Brody's the cop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the whole town of Greensboro in danger.
Stop saying Greensboro. Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
What's the quote? What's the?
There's no quote.
What?
But I am cracking up at the special features. The A's a 4.
Yeah. So is the title.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know that they did that too.
That's actually
So, I didn't see this movie in theaters. I think I was busy at the time. I'm like, I don't really want to see Scream 4.
What year was it?
2011, right?
What was I doing in 2011?
Or 2010. It was either 2010 or
I was
2011.
in college.
Oh, we can't watch the Weinstein.
They did all of them.
I know. Where the fuck is the thing again? With the date?
2011. I got it.
Does
All
it
right.
So I missed it in theaters.
there's a gag reel on here?
Oh, good. I wasn't too excited for it. I'm like, oh, another Scream.
I was.
My sister saw it because she likes Scream and she loved Adam Brody. And she told me it was great. And I'm like, okay, I'll see. And then I rented it on a Netflix DVD. The Netflix sent the DVD to me.
Yes!
And I popped that bad boy in and I went, oh, motherfucker, this is great. I'm like, I should have seen this in theaters. Shit, this is really good. As someone who was really annoyed with all the remakes happening at that time, I'm less bitter about it now. This was kind of refreshing to see.
I was going to say, this is very refreshing.
Yeah. So basically, a new generation of killers is trying to redo the first movie. They're back in Woodsboro,
Greensboro got it.
also known as Greensboro. Because the other two films, they went to the college, and they went to LA, and now they're back. Yeah, and the cast is very similar to the first one, kind of, but different enough. They're talking about the rules of remakes. There's now 2 film nerds.
Yes, there are.
And they're exploring the whole, like, what do you do during a remake? What's this? What's that? What changes? I like where Gail is in life, where she's, like, has writer's block. And, like, for once in her life, Dewey's career is going really well, and hers is kind of stagnated. True to her character arc, Sydney is now... She's processed everything. She's owned it. Like, she doesn't even get upset seeing when they decorate the town. And she's like, it's a big thing for them. But of course, someone starts slashing up people and she gets blamed for it.
What was the...
You also skipped...
the whole beginning.
The beginning.
Okay, sorry.
This is meta upon meta upon meta.
So I feel like they knew that they were going to get, like, criticized for meta commentary because everyone was getting tired of it. So they just... went full on in the beginning because it's like a movie within a movie within a movie. And I like that they point out, they're like, man, I don't get it. If the beginning of Stab 7 is Stab 6, then what's Stab 5? Yeah, I love that whole fake out of the beginning because it got me.
It's so good.
It got me. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, wait, Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Looking hot as hell.
They look so good in that scene. Oh my God. Whew.
But it kind of throws you off when Kristen Bell, like, stabs her without, like, the costume. You're like, wait, what?
Well, that's when Stab 7 went off the rails. And then Rian Johnson ruined it with Stab 8, according to Scream 5.
I would love to see Kristen Bell in more horror films. I would love to see that because she plays so many innocent things.
She's been in them.
What
She's
horror
had to have been in them. Oh, God, she was in the remake of Pulse, that Asian horror film. Oh, God, that movie was awful. The original one's good. But no, she's been in a couple, I think.
Really?
I'm not about
I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah.
I don't know.
would love to see them, 'cause I haven't
Google it. I know that she was in Pulse.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that opening meta thing was hilarious. By the way, all the girls in this are babes.
Yeah.
This has the hottest girls.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Were the guys hunky for you? I didn't take notice of them. Did Rory Culkin do it for you guys? Okay, the girls are really hot in him.
According to your sister, though, with
Adam Brody.
The moment I saw Hayden, I was just like, yup.
Oh my god,
I have a type.
I love her. I'm sorry. I want to say she's my favorite character in this entire movie.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Because it is a little
100%.
mixed with what's her face with Jill, but God, she's so good.
She's basically the Randy of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's way more grounded, but also in the beginning where you can tell like she has this personality that's not just horror films and knowledge. Like she's speeding down the road and stuff like that. Like she's just this typical girl, which I love.
Yeah, I really enjoyed her character. I didn't really watch a lot of Heroes and other stuff. I think she was Allie.
Heroes was really good.
I think
She was Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts.
I think
and
she
Kingdom
was-
Hearts too. She did the voice, and then they didn't bring her back for the third for some reason.
My experience with her is that she is Ally McBeal's daughter in the later seasons of Ally McBeal, which is on Disney Plus. I brought up Ally McBeal a long time ago, and I was upset that it never streams.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like a month ago.
Apparently, it's on Disney Plus, so maybe I went back and watched Ally McBeal. Also, check out my Boston vlog. I went to Ally McBeal's law firm.
Good for you, Tony.
We're happy
good
for you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're
I'm gonna
happy
go back
for
to
you.
Boston again. Not in February. That sucked. But I'd like to go back
no
to Boston
shit.
again.
Boston is where I shared my first kiss with my now husband.
That's also where Mothra died in King of the Monsters. I went to the building. I went to the building where she died, and I poured one out for her.
I want to kill myself.
And then I went to the
Unalive.
Paul Revere. I went to the Paul Revere statue, and I poured one out for King Ghidorah because that's where he died. That fight was really long. I had to remind myself that they're giants. I'm like, how did they get all the way over here? I'm like, oh yeah, they're giants.
And they fly.
sense. Oh yeah, and the one flies. I guess that makes sense. Actually, all three of them besides Godzilla flew. So
Yeah.
I guess that does make sense why they're all over the place.
Fucking idiot.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Scream 4.
3-4.
More things that happen in Boston. I'm not allowed to talk about one of the things that happened in Boston.
Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, Kirby's really freaking hot. Love her clothes,
Yes.
love her hair,
Yeah.
just freaking hot. Anyway.
She's like glowing in this movie.
Oh,
Okay.
the filter!
Wait,
I
what?
didn't realize people hated this. So there is a filter put on the whole film. It's like this brownish, glowy, soft filter.
Yes.
And people hate it. And the reason it was done, apparently, is that a lot of remakes at the time had like weird color grading, like Texas Chainsaw and Friday the 13th. Same director had like that greenish blue tint.
Okay, yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street had the freaking like brownish tint throughout the whole movie. So some people think it's if they
Yeah.
were referencing, because that's what these are. These are parodies and reference and commentating on the current films being made, which is why I got annoyed with Scream 5. People are like, I didn't like that they were referencing elevated horror. I'm like, well, that's the point of Scream, is to reference what's going
Yes.
on at
People
that.
don't have media literacy anymore. Like, it's.
They're treating it like it's a real cohesive story. I'm like, no, but it's
Well, they
it's
clearly haven't seen the other Screams. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of newer horror films that are based off of other things or
Mm-hmm.
is in a series, people just go and that's their first film, and you're like, you don't really need to see that movie to understand what's happening, but
No.
you at least need to understand the concepts.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so apparently, from what I read, this filter was put on to kind of mimic what a lot of the remakes
Yeah.
were doing. Some people hate it. I don't care. You seem to really hate it.
I don't hate it. It was just weird. I was just very confused on why it was a thing. It did not register to me that they were,
Yeah. I do think it's a little overkill. It does seem kind of like Vaseline on the lens.
It's blurry.
So people have been talking about,
Noticed it.
huh?
It does not look like that.
No.
Okay. I was like, I don't.
People have been bringing up, like, are they going to do a 4K restoration of it? Should it have the filter or not?
Take it off.
Yeah, but
Take it
I don't
off.
know, because like Wes Craven's not alive to like approve that. Not that
I'll
movies will
approve
do it
for him.
anyway.
I'll approve for him.
Because that's the thing. You're supposed to have the director approve the color correction. Like David Lynch.
Is it really
and they
that
can
bad?
and then they can add the I don't think they filmed it, whatever, but they can somehow figure out and add the deleted scene that Kirby's alive. Because
No.
that was supposed to be a thing. Yes!
No. So
Yes!
color correction.
No, I like the fact that we think she's dead.
But then we never get any until 5 and 6.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, let that. I don't know. I don't hate that.
They brought her back with her new face.
It's like with Dewey. Like, oh.
I didn't do it. Yeah, I don't mind the filter. People get real hung up on the filter. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. If you're, I don't know. If you're gonna fuck around with color correction, I need like the director's approval. Don't be wrong. Directors have ruined their own movies. James Cameron is have you seen his 4K shit? He's over smoothing everything. He's using AI to get rid of film grain, and it's making all the background.
Can you do that for us? Make us
No. No,
I'm
so
looking at it
directors
right
will
now.
ruin. Peter
Harsh-ass
Jackson
lighting.
like screwed up the Lord of the Rings.
And look at she looks so weird with it's anybody in the background. It's like there's a focal point and then it gets super blurry.
I
and
didn't notice that.
See?
I think I was. Yeah.
There's literally just a focal point and then everything else around it
I
gets
can see it,
Yeah.
and I guess now that you're saying it, because Jill looks actually, her skin looks really weird. The other ones that look tan, I don't think it affects them that much, but I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
See how it is there?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think it was just trying to.
Way to ruin this for me.
Sorry, it's still my favorite.
No,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I like the new cast of characters. This is where I fell in love with Emma Roberts. Although she's testing my patience this fucking year between Madam Web and Space Cadet.
I mean, she's also like physically abusive in her relationship, so like
Wait, what?
she like beat the shit out of Evan Peters.
That's okay when girls do it.
What? Calm the fuck down over there.
The one time I side with women and what feminists believe, I get shit on. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Well, they're not real feminists if they're saying that.
You're
so.
saying
Exactly.
feminists on Twitter aren't legit?
No
thought
one
it
on
was
Twitter
X,
is
Tony.
legit. Yeah. Oh. Ah.
Bitch.
Nice.
You know what?
Nice.
You guys are just fair. I'm a very liberal person. You guys are making me upset. I'm a really great feminist, and I don't like your radical anti-feminist stuff and your political views. You know, Joanna, I'm really sick of you. I don't even want to look at you.
I got him that hat. Mainly for his hairline,
Wow. Yeah, thank you for like covering up.
I'm
his-
glad you got me
Wait,
this.
why is it a pumpkin?
but
and
it's a
then it
spooky
says that?
one.
It's a spooky pumpkin hat that Johanna got me.
Yeah. Because I
Why?
love America and I love Halloween.
Yeah, it has a little American flag.
I am so
Because
confused.
America invented Halloween. Crystal,
Yeah.
Crystal, what's confusing you about my hat? Is there something on the back of it that I'm not aware of?
No,
No,
that's
it's just, your
great.
hair looks great back there.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It actually looks a little
Thanks.
full back there.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It looks really good. I thought it was like.
I actually love the hair, like it's sticking out. I'm, like, I'm not even reading it. I'm actually like, it looks like a little bit of.
There's
like,
words on the back of my hat?
Yeah, it says Tony's great.
Oh, thanks. Johanna. All right, I take back everything I said. Thank you for my spooky.
I just really wanted to get that for you because you're just such a great friend to me.
I mean, I wish you would just not hate women as much as you do, and I wish you
Well,
would vote a little bit better, but I forgive you for buying me this hat that apparently says
Well,
Tony's
bitches
great.
can't be trusted. Should have been in Boys Month.
Bitches can't be trusted.
Boys Month is done. I'm down. I don't know. See, we filmed this months ahead. I don't know what the political climate is like, so I'm trying to be
Everything's probably
Oh my
awful
god,
right
we're
now.
going towards November
I'm
when this
trying
comes
to
out.
be as progressive as possible, and I don't want to make waves or anything. I'm being a very good boy this month. Anyway,
I hate all of it. I want to live in a
I
bubble.
forgot where
I'm
we
gonna live on a bubble on the beach.
Scream 4.
Where were we?
I don't know. You went on that tirade. I don't know why.
Filter, the filter.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the
The
filter.
filter.
So we weren't even talking about the movie yet.
Okay.
No.
Filter doesn't bother me. I think the story's pretty great in this.
It's amazing.
Again, as someone at the time fed up with remakes, I'm like, oh, finally. Thank God a big movie's talking about how stupid this is. Even though Wes Craven did produce the remake of Last House on the Left, and the editor of that movie edited this. But that one was fine. And his Hills Have Eyes remake was fine. Which had a very orange filter over it. It didn't
We
glow.
reviewed it.
I reviewed both
reviewed
of
it.
those, but yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah, his remakes
a good
weren't
one.
that bad, except for Nightmare on Elm Street. That was the bad one.
What? We
Yeah.
reviewed that.
So I love the whole fake out with the younger kids. Like, oh, will they be exact copies? The kills are better in this one.
100%.
Yes.
After the letdown with 3, that girl, poor Allison Brie, which I wasn't watching Community, so this was my introduction to Allison Brie. I'm like, oh, that girl's fucking cute. Oh, wait, sorry. Emma Roberts, you were talking about how she beats men or something. She's on my.
That's what it was.
She's
So
on my
what
shit
happened?
list. She's on my shit list. Space Cadet was really, really, really
Yeah,
bad.
she really bought, like, I really love her. I follow her all the time on Instagram because she loves to read and she has all these books.
Yeah, it happened a
and she
few
has
years ago. They were in a hotel or whatever, and she beat the crap out of him. I think she got arrested, but then he dropped the charges because it was his girlfriend.
Why?
So yeah, I like Rory Culkin in this. You know, he's brothers with my good friend Macaulay
Your
Culkin.
BFF.
Huh?
Your BFF.
My BFF Macaulay
yeah.
Culkin that I spent 3 days with. I reviewed Big Trouble in Little China with. Yeah, the kills are great. Allison Brie falling onto the van, and you like the one
That
part
was
with Dewey.
great.
Yeah, Dewey goes to check her pulse, and it's like, bro, she's definitely dead. Like,
That was funny.
There's a new there's a bit of a love triangle or a threatened love triangle between Deputy Hicks, played by
Yes.
Marnie Shelton from Valentine, which we reviewed,
Yes.
who looks just like Heather Graham, which we talked about in that episode.
don't
Yes.
forget frickin' Planet Terror.
Yeah, she's also in Planet
Ooh,
Terror.
that's right.
In a lot of movies. And The Sandlot.
Yeah.
But yeah, she looks exactly like Heather Graham. And Heather Graham.
really does.
I was confused the first time I saw this because Heather Graham is in Stab in Scream 2. And I'm like, oh, is that Heather Graham? Did her actress become a sheriff in Woodsboro? Like, what's going on here? I'm like, oh, it's a different actor. The fucking Adam Brody and Anthony Anderson getting killed. Anthony Anderson's knife to the goddamn forehead. And like, I like how the ghost face is kind of impressed that he's still walking.
Yeah, and he's like swinging, whatever, trying to like fight, whatever. But I do really, really like Ghostface in this scene because the way that his cloak is like bundled at the bottom, it looks like it's actually like wispy, like a ghost.
Oh, that- yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. And then he's just kind of.
Fuck Bruce Willis.
It sort of predicted like the Legacy sequel thing, which had been done, but it's being done way more now, where it's like, hey, this is technically a remake, but it's within the same universe. But it did it before that was like a thing. Scream
Yeah.
5 goes into that more.
Yes.
So I like that, like, the new Sydney is Sydney's niece, Jill. So I kind of like that. And I like that moment where she's like, hey, I know people say I know what you're going through, but I literally
I like
know
that
what you're
scene. I was
going
just going to
through.
say that.
What a waste that was on Sydney's part. The killer is now filming things because found footage was big at the time. And I think the gore was getting more violent because the Saw movies were really...
It definitely was way
Yeah,
more.
I mean,
It
they
was way
mentioned
gore.
it. They mentioned it in the beginning, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. Was it the fake out or was it wasn't the fake out? It was the actual first murder, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
where they
speaking
said,
of
like-
when he called originally, whatever, it's just like it's for you.
Yeah, or like just don't answer it.
Yeah. No.
I love the whole thing of call. Wait, this is where caller ID? No. The
Oh, Scream
third
2 had...
one.
Okay, Scream 2, sorry, rewinding. Scream 2 with the caller ID in the beginning because that was like a new
Was
thing.
it 2 or was it?
It was
3?
2. Where it's
Okay.
like, what's your favorite scary movie? She's like, I don't know. So-and-so,
That's
number
right.
5.
That's right. That's right. And then all of a sudden, that's
yeah.
when in 3 they started using the Star 69, like
Yeah.
calling back.
I like I like how it is trying to follow the original movie. They go to like the big party at the end,
yeah.
and like that is a fake out.
Stabathon.
Yeah, Stabathon.
Oh
We're
my
watching all the
gosh.
stab movies. Yeah, it's a solid time, and the reveal of the killers. It was definitely going to be one of the film bros. If you're going to have 2 film bros, one of them was definitely going to be the killer.
Yeah.
But I love that Jill ended up being the killer.
Love that.
I
And
love when she's beating the shit out of herself. That
Yes.
scene had me watching that. I swear to God, you missed out. Watching that scene in theaters, people were dying.
I would.
It
This
was-
is of all the ones I wish I could have saw in theaters. it's
Yeah.
this
Oh my
one.
God, it was so good.
she was so fucking good in that scene.
And I love her character motivation. Is like, this is millennial.
I don't want to
early-
work anymore. I just want to be famous.
Yeah, I
and
just
make money that
want to
way.
be famous
We
for
still
like
all feel that
nothing,
way.
basically. And I love that she's like, my boyfriend fucked me, dumped me, didn't even make me famous like yours did.
Yep.
So she's basically just trying to copy her
Yeah.
aunt's story
And
so
they're
she
just
can
gonna-
ride off that.
Yeah, and now there's gonna be video proof. Yours was just written down.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna.
Yeah.
But you,
I really related
Relate.
to it. She just wanted to be famous. And I'm like, I don't want to make justifications for screen killers, but I kind of see what she's saying. I mean, I I get it. She just wants to be famous. There's nothing more important. She's like, you killed your friends. She's like,
I don't need friends. I need fans.
Patreon.com/hack the movie.
So he can afford to take us out on a dinner.
In Florida.
Okay. Triple or nothing. Stu will be in Scream 7.
No!
No, Kevin Williamson's coming
No.
back. He created that character. He wants him to triple or nothing. I'll get you-
Triple? What the fuck? Is this a steakhouse?
Well,
Tell
because
us
I said
something.
it would
We
happen
settled
in
for, like, Olive
5, and it
Garden.
didn't happen. And
Yeah,
then,
we said Olive Garden.
and then I went
Motherfucker.
double or nothing. He was going to be in Scream 6. And
That
it
one's
didn't
so
happen.
good at chow
We're
or
tripling
something.
it. We're tripling it. I'll
What
get you
the fuck is triple?
you get an
You're
even
fucked.
nicer dinner. You
You're-
get a
We
week,
get a
you
Michelin
get a
star
weekend
restaurant.
getaway.
Oh, so now he's going to afford a place in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to stay at my own apartment.
Now I have to like meet Matthew Lillard, and I gotta be like, you motherfucker, you gotta get in Scream 7. You gotta help me out here.
This
right?
is agree to
Getaway.
this.
Yeah.
He can still come back. No, her staging everything when she thinks she's won is
Brilliant.
so hilarious. And that's why people keep saying, like, wouldn't it be cool if Sydney finally turned and became a killer? I'm like, I feel like this explored the idea
Yeah.
of the final girl being
Yeah.
the killer. I don't think we need to revisit this.
No.
But I love, again, the movie has like false endings. I love when she realizes Sydney survived and she's so fucking pissed off.
Yeah, the
Yes.
matching wounds.
That
with,
is the
Yeah,
thing.
well,
That's
she
what-
says that about Gail with the
Yes.
matching wounds.
So if she didn't say that one thing,
Yep.
do you
She
think
would've gotten away
she
with it.
would have
She
gotten
would've
away?
100%
Just
would've
if
gotten
she
away
didn't
with
say
it.
that. And they
Yeah.
say it though too. Like Sydney straight up says, well, the was it the killer or someone always makes a mistake?
Yeah,
And that was
she's like,
the
you're gonna
one-
fuck up. You always do. I did love.
One.
You didn't see 6, but I love at one part. Gail finally talks to the ghost face on the phone, which had never happened before.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and she's like, you're like the 7th person who's done this. like basically being like, can you give up? Yeah, no, I enjoyed the whole ending with her fighting Sydney, like fucking her
Wait,
brains
I have
being
a-
scrambled with the defibrillator. I'm like, it's just awesome.
How do they all know that Ghostface all sounds the same? Like he sounds the same in almost every movie.
Oh, they
but-
had a voice changer in the first movie that only does that specific voice. Matthew Lillard brought it out and went, surprise.
That's right.
Yes.
So then,
other people have that device.
gotcha.
That's
Thank
how
you.
they're doing it. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, the head.
Yeah, the whole finale is just phenomenal. And I love the whole, like, you forgot the most important rule of remakes, don't fuck with the original. Which is seeing Wes Craven do that, even though he was hands-on with remakes of his other movies.
Yeah.
Coming out the year after Nightmare on Elm Street, this was a little bit more satisfying. It's like, because you didn't include him at all.
Yeah.
You didn't include his son at all, who was really good at producing the other remakes.
brilliant.
You cut him out completely. So it was nice for him to basically remake his own movie and talk about how remakes suck. And Emma Roberts was just phenomenal in it.
She was so good.
And
She's
yeah,
a great scream queen.
yeah.
She really is.
Yeah,
Like, I
it
loved
just-
her in Scream Queens. I think that was.
She's good in American Horror Story. Like she's
Now-
She
yeah.
really is.
Can you explain something to me? I know it was sad when Kirby died. I didn't realize how much people liked Kirby. Why do people like Kirby so much?
She's hot and she's a new Randy.
She is very attractive. She just has this. You see this person that just not only like is beautiful on the outside, she just you can see her like almost on the inside kind of thing. Like she just her
She's a charm.
personality. She has that
I
yeah,
guess
exactly
so.
that charm. But then also her character is very relatable.
Hmm.
She's most down to earth. She's funny.
Mm-hmm.
She just has the most personality, charming.
I guess so, but I mean,
charisma,
that's what-
and just beautiful.
I feel like that's
naturally.
what
She was a
makes
fan
it-
favorite.
That's what
Yeah.
it makes it scarier or more tragic when she dies, like Randy died. I don't know why everyone really wanted to bring her back. I guess it worked
She
out.
was technically the actual final girl.
Yeah, I guess it worked out that she like kind of died and they didn't really mention her too much. Whereas
Yeah.
Randy, it's like, no, they showed his body. He's fucking dead.
Yeah.
He's Deadsville.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like you see her get stabbed and that's
Yeah.
it. But
But you know, if she
everyone's
can
happy that she's back.
if she can come back, Stu can come back. They again, you haven't seen it. They do make a joke about if Stu's still alive in Scream 6.
That's good.
So it could still happen. It could still happen. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode. 3 films directed by Wes Craven, all Scream sequels. Crystal, what is the best Scream sequel directed by Wes Craven?